So the top store is Caitlyn Minimalist. We'll take a look at this and understand this. So the really interesting thing is like they change this banner frequently. This banner is super high quality, as you can kind of see. Maybe my stream looks shit to you, but this is banner super high quality. They have 2.3 million orders. 2.3 million orders. Okay, that's just a fuck ton of orders. That's a ridiculous amount of orders, right? It's like 2.3 million. What is 2.3 million? Let me bring it up on my calculator. Switch baller. Literally, bro. 2351 times, let's say their AOV is like 25. It's like 58, 59 million. It's all right. It's all right. 59 milli. It's all right. So the interesting thing about their store is that what you can see initially with their store right here. So for starters, right at the top, they have star seller, right? So they've hit these three things, three criteria. They've hit star seller, right? And also the person is actually Kate Kim, right? Chinese name. I'm not saying too much about that, but it is a Chinese name. Just putting it out there. It's a Chinese name. Kim, Chinese name. But we'll move on from that. We'll move on. Because this store's definitely all handmade. 2.3 million pieces of jewelry, definitely handmade. Definitely. So it's a star seller, right? So that's important to note. Star seller, you can see 1 day flash sale, 30% off a whole store, all prices are marked. I'm sure it's definitely a 1 day sale, right? So it's one thing to mention right there. One thing to mention there. So clearly pushing urgency right at the top here. They have the star seller to, obviously, everyone's going to love star seller. Like, it's good. We've got star seller, right? So we're going to go down here and we're going to check out the actual listing. So they would have created this. One thing you got to remember here is they have put the featured items up here. They have created this whole thing. So this whole thing, you can move this around, like which products show up first, which products show up last, things like this. So we want to analyze this. So up here, they've got the first personalized items. So personalized items are very big for them. Personalized jewelry is actually quite hard niche to break into because there's a lot of big players such as Caitlyn Minimalist in it. Often it's a lot easier to go for the more weirder jewelry, like this kind of jewelry right here, where it's a little bit more unique and you can kind of hit that style of jewelry, right? So right here we see that the actual, as you hover over it, they've got a video, right? So they've got video on it, and they've got a video on a lot of their products. So they've got a video here, some chick. Actually, not a lot of their products. They've got a video on a lot of featured products. Or does it not work on these ones? Oh no, whatever, it doesn't matter. So you can see personalized, kind of personalized. It's a lot like unique items relevant to specific people, right? And again, all their photos, the interesting thing, all their photos match. All of their photos match. You can see like literally they all have the same hue, like the orangey kind of hue on them. And they're selling a lot of gold and silver. They're not selling like gothic black stuff. They're selling obviously a lot of minimalist things as well, as you can tell based upon their name. So let's take a look at their second page. And you can also see that their pricing kind of sits within the certain range. Sits within the kind of 20 to 30 mark. I mean, I say that and there's like three things here that are below the 20. But $20 to $30 mark. And the reason why you want to do this, so what we can take away from Caitlyn Minimalist, before we move into the next store, Caitlyn Minimalist has everything reasonably similar in terms of the aesthetic. So the aesthetic of all the items are, as you can tell by the name, minimalist. So dainty jewelry, blah, 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 right? So you can tell by that everything comes across the same. So Etsy likes this. Etsy likes if you all do everything within a certain niche, because if you do it all within a certain niche, it just helps the whole store. You get cross sales, you get more buyers. It's just better for Etsy. Etsy loves it, right? So you want to do that.